What is up, everyone? This is Loans here, coming at you today with another Madden 17 video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a team full of players that have been suspended at some point throughout their career and seeing if they can win the Super Bowl. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the team and get right into it. So I went ahead and I put this team together, and what I did was I found a list of players that have been suspended by the NFL. And I went through and I tried to find the biggest name active players and put them all on the team. So at quarterback, we obviously have Tom Brady. Running back, Le'Veon Bell. With a second string running back, Trent Richardson. And then we also have Odell Beckham Jr. and Alshon Jeffrey at wide receiver. We have Martavis Bryant in the slot and Josh Gordon in at wide receiver number 4. And then for line, this was kind of a tough one to put together. The center and right guard, there was kind of hard to find some big names there. But we have Trent Williams in at left tackle, Richie Incognito in at left guard, Joe Hawley in at center, Alvin Bailey at right guard, and Lane Johnson in at right tackle. And at tight end, we have Antonio Gates. And on the other side of the ball, we have Ndamukong Suh. And at defensive tackle, Randy Gregory and Sheldon Richardson. At the defensive ends, Aqib Talib and Orlando Scandrick are going to be the cornerbacks, with Joe Hayden as the nickel cornerback. And then we have, forgot his name, Rashad Jones. And at free safety, out of Miami, Aldon Smith, Jarrell Freeman, Quan Alexander, and Von Miller as a linebacking core, and then TJ McDonald Jr. is going to be our strong safety. And for kickers and punters, this is also kind of a hard one to find. I found Pat McAfee was suspended at some point through his career, and Matt Prater was also suspended at some point as well. It was a little while ago, but I think they were both suspended for like one game or something. Yeah, so it was kind of tough to find those guys. We're going to go ahead and get started here and sim to the end of the season. Go ahead right now before I start the sim and go down to the comment section and let me know what you think this team's going to go. I think the team's going to be 13-3, but just let me know what you guys think. Alright, so we made it to the playoffs, and I was one win off. We went 12-4. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats here before we get going with the playoffs. So the Saints had the 4th offense in the NFL, the 10th defense, and they were 7th in points scored, and 10th in points allowed. So pretty good year altogether. Tom Brady went for 4,300 yards through 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And I did not change the playbooks at all. We stayed with Sean Payton's offense and defense. Le'Veon Bell, wow. Le'Veon Bell had a freaking year. 1,756 yards, 25 touchdowns. Wow, that was really good. Odell Beckham Jr. led the team with 83 receptions. Probably also led with 1,300 yards. And he did. The next closest one was Antonio Gates with 901 yards. And looks like he also led in touchdowns with 10. Alshon Jeffrey had 6. On the defensive side of the ball, Jarrell Freeman had 136 tackles. Von Miller had 122. And the next closest one was Aldon Smith with 96. Ndamukong Suh had 21 tackles for loss. Sheldon Richardson had 12. Then we had 2 guys with double-digit sacks. We had Von Miller with 15 and Sheldon Richardson with 12. And then for interceptions, Jarrell Freeman, oh, wow, he had a really good year too. Jarrell Freeman had 5 interceptions. TJ McDonald Jr. had 3, Orlando Scandrick with 2. And we'll check and see if we had any touchdowns, which I doubt it. And we did not. So we'll run over and check the awards really quick. Looks like Ben Roethlisberger won the MVP. Le'Veon Bell came in second. Doesn't look like we had anyone else. Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. And then Tom Brady also came in at 9th. Defensive Player of the Year was Von Miller. Second was Jarrell Freeman. And then 6th was Sheldon Richardson. So the defense did pretty good. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ezekiel Elliott. Defensive Rookie of the Year, DeForest Buckner. It doesn't really matter to us right now. Best quarterback went to Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady came in 4th. Best running back was Le'Veon Bell. Best wide receiver went to Dez Bryant. And Odell Beckham came in 5th. Best offensive lineman went to Trent Williams. Richie Incognito came in 4th. And then Lane Johnson came in 6th. Best defensive lineman was Brandon Graham. Sheldon Richardson came in at 3rd. Best linebacker went to Von Miller. Luke Kuechly came in 2nd. And Jarrell Freeman came in 3rd. So the defense has taken home awards this year. Best defensive back went to Tremaine Brock. Never seen that one before. And we did not have anybody. And best kicker went to Phil Dawson. Matt Prater came in 3rd. So it was a pretty good overall year for the Saints. We went 12-4. It looks like the Panthers took the division though with a 12-4 record as well. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, did not have a good season at all. They went 0-16. But we'll go ahead and simulate this game against the Vikings. I do believe we should win this game pretty easily. And we did win, and it looks like we're going up against the Dallas Cowboys in the divisional round. So we completely blew the Vikings out 45-16, and we'll go ahead and check the player stats really quick. Tom Brady threw for a touchdown, 300 yards. He also threw a pick. Sam Bradford threw 2 picks. And then running the ball, Adrian Peterson had 97 yards. Le'Veon Bell had 84 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Trent Richardson also had 28 yards with 2 touchdowns. So it looks like it was the running game that really scored the majority of our points for us and won the game. We'll go ahead and see if we can take down the 10-6 Cowboys here in the divisional round, make it to the NFC Championship. And we are in the NFC Championship, taking on the 8-8 Seattle Seahawks. So we beat the Dallas Cowboys 35-25. Okay, so Tony Romo threw for a touchdown. Dak Prescott threw for 358 yards with a touchdown. Tom Brady threw for 4 touchdowns with 334 yards. And running the ball, Le'Veon Bell had 97 yards with a touchdown. It looks like he also fumbled the ball, but Zeke had 65 yards, no touchdowns. A pretty good game by our offense. So Martavis Bryant had 100 yards with 1 touchdown. Le'Veon Bell went for 60 yards and a touchdown. And Antonio Gates also had a touchdown. I think there should be one more. And Trent Richardson had a touchdown as well. Odell Beckham Jr. did not have a very good game either. Only 2 receptions for 29 yards. But either way, still a good offensive performance. Hopefully that good offensive performance we had against Dallas will transfer over into the game against the Seahawks. And we'll just go ahead and see if we make the Super Bowl. And we did win. We're playing the 10-6 Chargers. So here's the stats from the game against the Seahawks. It looks like we just barely won, 42-37. Tom Brady threw for 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Russell Wilson had 291 yards with 2 touchdowns as well. And Le'Veon Bell had 105 yards with 2 touchdowns. Thomas Rawls had 2 touchdowns as well, but only 55 yards. And then receiving, Alshon Jeffrey led the team with 10 receptions and 2 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant had 131 yards. Wow. Odell Beckham Jr. had a better game this time. 7 receptions, 93 yards. No touchdowns though. Trent Richardson had another touchdown, and then Antonio Gates had a touchdown as well. It seems like the Saints offense is hot right now. Let's sim the Super Bowl, see if we win. And as you can see in the bottom left corner, Tom Brady did retire, but there's a bigger question that needs to be answered. Did we win the Super Bowl? And we did win. Looks like we won 52-26, a complete blowout. We had 518 total yards of offense compared to the Chargers' 428. Tom Brady retired, so we're not going to get to see his stats, but Phillip Rivers threw for 310 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Le'Veon Bell had a game. He had 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. But Tyrell Williams, somebody I've never heard of, went for 139 yards and a touchdown. Antonio Gates went for 111 with a touchdown. Odell Beckham had 87 with no touchdowns. Martavis Bryant had a touchdown as well with 70 yards. And then Marcel Reese had 40 yards for a touchdown. And Alshon Jeffrey didn't have a very good game, 26 yards, no touchdowns. And Michael Humanawanui, I have no idea what this dude's name is. I don't even think I knew I had him on the team. He was probably a third string tight end. He had a touchdown as well with 2 yards. So that does answer our question. Yeah, a team of active suspended players can win the Super Bowl, but I mean, it was almost like having a God squad out there. It was like having the Pro Bowl team out there going against the rest of the teams. So it was kind of to be expected for them to win the Super Bowl. Probably, I didn't check, but it was probably a 95 overall team. So anything less, I probably would have been disappointed. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy making these videos and want to keep making more of them. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below if maybe there was somebody that you think I should have put on the team that I had overlooked. And please check out my social media. I'll have it linked down in the description below. And thanks again for watching. I'm out.